All right, this is John Williams. I want to welcome all of you to our, well, I guess it's really our second Abundance is More GIA business training. And tonight we have a special, really a special event because Sue and Ming are going to go over the what to do first. Now, we've had this document for quite a long time in our back office, and we're going to be able to show it in more detail. And it's really designed to help everyone to help their new folks get off to a fast start, to better understand the things that they need to know. Hey, Bill, how are you? Glad you can make it. Things you need to know to get your business going. So our plan for tonight is to really, we're going to go through it, and Ming and Sue are going to handle most of that. And I want you to think of as though you are using this when you sponsor someone new. So that's what this tonight is all about, to show all of you how to use the form. And Sue's going to really go into detail on some of the things that she does and says to help someone to get the things done that need to get done. And also know that our plan is to do a Zoom twice a month and have a getting started meeting with new people who are joining to help all of you, help all of us really, to help people get the information they need. So with that, I am going to turn this over to Sue Gronberg and Ming Lovejoy to take us through the what you do first. Hi, Sue.
Hey, John, and hi, everybody. This really is it's a real important part of your GIA business. And, you know, as John posted on the lifestyle page, he said that, you know, getting a GIA teammate off to a fast start is one of the most important responsibilities that a leader or a sponsor has when they bring someone into GIA. And I want to say just a couple of things, because why it's so important is, one, it's so inclusive and it creates momentum and just really enhances enthusiasm that our new consultants have. And that being said, it doesn't just have to be a brand new consultant. It can be someone who's been in your organization that really has been active but wants to re-engage or get active, and or someone who's reinstating. And why this is so important to them as well as a new consultant is because they need to be introduced to the GIA community, and this document really starts that off in a big way, because it's key to keeping them connected to what is happening in the GIA world. And this is a roadmap also to many helpful resources that we have available to us to grow a GIA business and keep us up to date. And so it's kind of like, you know, you moved into a new neighborhood and you want to find out, you know, what the resources are or who's doing what, and really start to feel included. So this is the way to do it. And Sue Johnson, thank you so much for posting it, because some of you may already have it, printed it in front of you because she posted it for our convenience, but it's also found in the resource section of our back office. And so you can, and I do recommend this, having a few of them available in a printed out PDF form so that you're ready to go at any time. So John's going to show us his screen, and we're going to go through the different sections, and I'm just going to share with you some of the ways that I utilize this document. And so as John's putting that up, I'm just going to say, you know, some of you may be wondering, when do you actually start this process? And I say as soon as possible. And I know I've watched Ming, and I myself have checked off some of these boxes right away at a booth signing someone up, or right there at a sign up at a home meeting. So I just say to you, just use your sensibility around this process and be respectful of your new consultant's time and desires. And I've also found that through the years, as I do this, I have new consultants who are do-it-yourselfers. Oh yeah, send me the document and I'll I'll do it. And I think that's great. And if you do have a do-it-yourselfer, be sure that you follow up and check in with them, because they might have come into a snag or something along there and didn't actually have the opportunity to do it. And of course, most of people prefer, as I've found, is to have someone help them and go through the process. And I find that the best thing to do is to set up an appointment time, schedule it so that you both can be present and just go through this process, because it makes it a lot easier and you're sure to get it done. So let's get started. And the first section right there, we have the GIA University. And I love to say, for example, Sue Johnson, you're my new consultant, and I just want to tell you that GIA University is all things GIA. It's where you can actually learn. That's why it's called GIA University. There are so many parts of GIA, and if you just look on your sheet there, and we can go through that, there's training guides and tools and product videos. There's marketing tools and images that you can use. There's order forms, truly, even trade show materials. And there's so much more on there. And I would say to you, if you have the time, are you near your computer? As I'm on a phone call with them, and generally they are. And I'll say, well, let's go there and get you registered. And if you look at the top section, I will be sharing this with them, and I'll say, we'll go there and they'll register. And it's really important that they know that they're going to have to get a response to their registration, so they can set up their password and then be able to use GIA University whenever they wish. So that takes care of that box. We did that. We checked that box off. And the next thing we're going to do is have them go to the Facebook page of GIA Wellness and have them follow it. And you can do that with their phone, or if they're on their computer, they can go there, follow GIA. And I would say, you know what? It's really important. This is a great way for you to receive notifications from the company, because they post some amazing information about product. And guess what? Once you're following them and you like them, that tells other people, how wonderful GIA is. But it's also, you can share the information to your own Facebook page, or a group page that you may have for yourself. And that's another way of actually having a marketing tool. So it's really important. And so we will actually check that off once they've followed. And if it's something, that they're not, just check back with them if they haven't done it right then. And so great, Sue. Thanks so much for, going through this with me. You good with that? Awesome. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we're going to follow GIA on Twitter. And I think I heard you say you don't have a Twitter account. Well, that's no problem. You don't need one. You don't really need a Twitter account, because what we're really doing is following GIA's Twitter account. And this way you can get text alerts. So what I want you to do, you have your phone with you, Sue? It's okay if we're talking on the phone. You can go to your messages, and I want you to open up your messaging and text in 40404. And got it. So now in the message part, I want you to write follow space GIA Wellness and send. And you're going to get an alert. Did you get an alert saying you are now connected? Awesome. Okay, we can check that box too. And so we're going to do the same thing. Now, sometimes, I don't know if you do or not, Sue, have a Instagram account of your own, but you may have the app on your phone. If you do, we're going to follow GIA Wellness on Instagram. And so open your app, and right down at the bottom, there's a little magnifying glass. We're going to go to that search, and you're going to search GIA Wellness. Did you find it? Awesome. Okay, now when you open it up, you look down at the bottom, it'll say follow. right there, kind of in the middle bar. Tap that and it'll say now following, okay? So now you're following Gia on Instagram. And this is another wonderful way of getting notifications from Gia. Now, Instagram, if you have an Instagram account, I just discovered this on my own not too long ago, but once you get an Instagram notification from Gia Wellness, beautiful pictures, beautiful comment on it. And, you know, say something that you would like about that particular notification. And then you can actually share this to your own Instagram account and tag other people so that they now can go see the Instagram notification that you're sharing. It's a really super great way to start sharing some of the information with Gia. So I think we're good on that. Got it? Perfect. I think it's a good idea to check that box. Okay, so there's one other thing that's not on this section that I think is really, I think we ought to add. It is there in the process of once you've signed up, you're going to start getting newsletters from Gia, and it's going to come from Gia Wellness, and it's going to say hello at giawellness.com, and that is a new address. So I would recommend that you go into your contact list and put that in there as a safe contact so that you don't miss any of the newsletters or notifications from Gia. And one of them that comes out, I love their new ones that come out and say in the loop, and it's really new information that keeps you in the loop, and maybe once a week. So so that's the first part of what's going to keep you up to date and keep you connected to Gia. And so that's the first section that I've done. And right now, I hope you find that was really quite simple. And the next section is really about growing your Gia business. This to me is the meat of this particular Welcome to Gia document, and really the launching of getting someone started doing the business. And right now I'm going to turn it over to Ming, who is going to start off with this.
Can I make a comment first, Sue?
Section. Can you
Sue, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sue, one thing I wanted to say about this is that there's really two ways to do this, and one is really good and the other way is not so good. And the one way would be to go over this very quickly and assign the person to go back and do the things you're talking about doing. You know, go back and sign up and go back and go back. And really that's probably not the best way, because we find that people don't find the time to do that, or it's too complicated. And so what Sue's doing is taking them through it, clicking on the proper the proper links, and getting it done. So being patient with someone to do that, right, Sue?
Absolutely. And as I said earlier, if you do have someone that really wants to do it on their own, I would say be diligent about checking in with them to make sure that they are able to check off these boxes and getting them done, because as you know, once they're connected this way, it's a great opportunity for them to stay connected. So great. Thanks, John. I think that's really important information. So it looks like we're ready to move to the next section. And Ming, I think you're out there, and you can start talking about the lifeblood of our business.
Thank you. And thank you, Sue and John. And the thing I did want to say, just to underscore that, is absolutely setting it up in advance with them. I call it an orientation. So when somebody comes on board, I make an appointment with them to go through their orientation and let them know that it might take anywhere 30, 40 minutes, so that way we can go through this. Because I agree with you, Sue and John, nobody likes homework, especially grown-ups or adults. So thank you. So on to the next section, essentials to grow your Gia business. The first one here is sign up for automatic reorder. So that's called ARO. This is not only the transformational piece of GIA in terms of getting on the consumable products, which are going to bring about your physical transformation, but it's also the, as Sue said, the lifeblood of your business. It is a requirement, a minimum requirement in order to earn commissions. It's the best way to earn commissions because the savings are greater than having to place a qualifying order and that kind of thing later and maybe missing bonuses. So it will ensure that you're going to earn all of your bonuses. And what GIA has done is they've actually given, it's called the 10-10-10 ARO program. They actually discount your automatic reorder by 10%. Discount the shipping, and that is 10% off of the 20 or 30% discount wherever you are. Also 10% off shipping. And a real key significant piece is that you're earning an additional 10% on frontline automatic reorders. This is more than doubling your commissions every month. So very, very important in ensuring that you're qualified for commissions and quick start bonuses, that kind of thing. It also is it reduces the personal volume requirement for commissions. If you don't have an automatic reorder in place, then we can talk at another time about qualifying orders and things like that. So signing up for automatic reorder, this is where taking the consumable products on a regular basis brings about absolute transformation in your health and wellness, and of course in your outlook on life, because we know wellness is more, and also ensures that you're going to get all those amazing bonuses like the double the quick start bonus that's happening right now. The next is signing up for your personal website and virtual office. So one of the things I usually do when folks come on board is I will actually, when I call or that their order in, and I still do that and enter them online, I do believe you can actually register for GIA University and also for the personal website. I usually will try to do it then. And one of the key things about this is that actually it's an entire 3 months, your first 3 months free. So the month that somebody signs up is actually a freebie because the 3 calendar months that are free with your virtual office start on the first of the month following the month that they've come on board. So it's a very, very generous free 3 months. It is $6.95 per month after the trial period. And you can personalize your website. You can even put your picture on there. You get, phone number and this kind of information if you want as well. That is where also you are going to go to place your personal orders. Because if you have, if you have a website or if you go to the GIA Wellness website without having your own website, you're not going to be able to place orders at your discount. It also has the electronic virtual office, or EVO, that actually tracks sales and enrollments and has all kinds of great diagnostics and data tracking. You can take a look at your organization and their activity. You can see if somebody pops up. You can see things that are going on that will alert you to maybe giving somebody a call and saying, hey, I noticed you just sponsored somebody, or wanting to make sure as we're nearing month end that somebody is reaching their qualifications, maybe their requalification as a manager and earning those bonuses. So it's really, really a key thing. And we love our personal website with the virtual office. Also, and let me just stop right here. Was there anything that Sue or John, you wanted to share about either of those two before I move on to early bird and bonus opportunities?
Hey, Ming, I just want to say I love that you tied together signing someone up for their website and registering GIA University at one time. I think that's really brilliant, and also reminding people that the GIA University is a free site. We get all that information for free. So thanks, that's a great suggestion.
Thank you. Anything else, John, before I jump?
I'm not sure if this still happens, but when you do register for GIA University, the email that you get back is to confirm that is from WordPress. Is that still that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Something to know.
Well, one of the things that's nice, I will say, in doing it, even if you're calling an order in over the phone in advance, is actually, if you do an order that way, corporate will actually set them up for GIA University.
That's
And
great.
so that's a wonderful thing, but thank you. So GIA's early bird bonuses. First of all, letting our new consultants, our new enrollees know about these early bird bonuses is absolutely essential, and it's very, very exciting. Of course, it's a huge, huge asset to the GIA compensation plan is these bonuses. So it's very important that they do understand that these bonuses are actually like we call it the tracks to run on, or the track to run on. They actually also segue into the next bonus. And I know all of us number of us on the call, some of the leaders know that some of our new folks have come on board and done multiple bonuses and even become Rookie of the Month, which is the icing on the cake when somebody might come on board, accomplish these bonuses, and then also be eligible for, or be nominated for Rookie of the Month and earn an additional $350 bonus just for getting a fast start. So that is something that I always do explain to people about when I'm talking about the bonuses. I really want them to know that there is a program, or there is an additional bonus called Rookie of the Month. So the first is the team expansion bonus. And what I really want to let them know is, I want you to know this information, or this information, you need to know it. Whatever you do with it is up to you, but I'm here to help you. The first is the team expansion bonus, and that is within your first 30 days of signing up. Sponsor 3 people at $250 or higher. And we send a quick email to GIA Wellness, we get it acknowledged, and you will lock yourself in. First of all, you'll earn a $100 bonus, lock yourself in for $100 every time you sponsor any 3 people in any 90-day period. That is wild. That's 1 person a month. So locking yourself in for that bonus is a really good first goal to help with, and it's not a big barrier. 3 people at $250. What I'll share is, because of people's interest in our products, enthusiasm like yours, it's highly likely that they may come on board with larger packages, and other things will be available to you. So the second is explaining the Abundance Club. Within the first 30 days of sign up, sharing GIA Wellness with 15 people in any 14-day period, and during that period, when you create a new $3,000 in frontline volume and sponsor 3 people at $250 each, and submit a form. We can go through the Abundance Club form. I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you submit it. You can do it electronically, or you can do it on paper, but that you'll actually earn a $150 check and anywhere between $50 and $100 in super goodies from GIA Wellness, and promotional aids, sales aids, and some products very often. So what I'll do is I'll build these things up to let them know what kind of goodies are available. I'll talk about the Forever Bonus for anyone who's come on board with anybody who's come on board with the $2,000 or gold package. I'll let them know that within their first 30 days, there's another bonus that's available for them if they sponsor 3 people at the gold level or $2,000 level. I'll talk to them about the Gold Club. And we used to call this, I would say, 9 and 90. Set that goal or the vision of sponsoring 9 people in your first 90 days. We'll talk a little bit about some of the other details. One of them is creating $10,000 in one of those 3 calendar months, and also going director. The other thing I'm going to let them know is you've got the rest of this month that you just signed up in, because very often they come on board at some point during this, during the month. This is kind of your ramp up, because really with the Gold Club, it starts on the 1st of the month following the month you came on board, and you have those full 3 calendar months. So I'll make sure that they understand, that when that period ends for them, that kind of thing. So these early bird bonuses, I will stress, I will talk about, I may connect them, with also the bonus opportunities worksheet that we're going to be talking about here in the virtual office. Really, pull this up for them. Sometimes I actually have this at booths, or, when I meet with people, I will will show it to them. So really key bonuses. I may mention the automatic reorder bonus as well, and some of those other things. Does anybody have any comments on any of those?
Ming, I do.
Yeah, Sue, please.
Yeah. One, I would just like to mention what the reward of not only of the Gold Club is, not only going director, but you also earn a gold pendant that I think Ming might be wearing right now.
Actually, I'm not wearing mine, but I was just
okay.
Yeah.
So you earn a gold pendant. And so another comment I wanted to make was about Abundance Club in your first 30 days. One of the things I like to stress with people who do not come on board at the $2,000 level, which earns them the opportunity to earn 10% in their front level commissions. So say you come in under that 2,000, if you do Abundance Club in your first 30 days, you bump yourself up to earn that 10% on your front level people just by doing Abundance Club in your first 30 days. And that can be really enticing to someone who didn't necessarily have the opportunity or the financial means to do a $2,000 package.
Sue, thank you. I completely forgot, or I forgot that. I meant to do it. But one of the things there, and I say about, bumping yourself up from 8% to 10% front level commission is essentially a 25% pay raise. That's what Alfred has shared with us too. So that's pretty significant in terms of commissions over the life of your GIA business. So thank you very much, Sue. So the bonus opportunities worksheet, or the bonus opportunity sheet, is several pages long. It is available in GIA University or your virtual office. I absolutely love this, and I really do encourage people, if I'm doing an orientation by a Zoom, I may pull it up for them and show them, or of course I will actually do a little tour or help them access their virtual office, from their personal website the first time. If I'm on the phone, I'll help them do that and help them identify the bonus opportunities worksheet. And this is, if there's any homework that's fun, this is one really fun piece of homework because it really gets the juices flowing and gets the dreaming going. So thank you. So yeah, I guess I've covered it about here, unless Sue or John, you had anything else you want to share before we move to the next page?
I guess we go to the next section. Okay. This is one of my favorite things to talk about are the calls that we have available to us. The live GIA Zoom calls, like we're on right now, are really awesome, and those get posted periodically on usually the GIA Lifestyle page. John will post those if we're going to have them periodically. But the Kickoff the Month call is done by Linda live these days. And John, what is it, her Facebook page?
No, it's a Zoom. It's a Zoom like we're on right now.
Okay, so, but it is posted with a different number generally.
It's the number that's on the page right now. I think they're using that number each kickoff.
Great, thank you. I wasn't sure. So you will see Linda doing it live on a Zoom. And the Kickoff the Month call it's a great way for especially new people to really get a sense of the culture of GIA by listening to the voices and hearing what is about to happen each month with promotions. It also does amazing acknowledgments of people in the field. As Ming was mentioning, the Rookie of the Month, that is when that is announced. And also the Just Because award it really is an award and a big acknowledgement for someone in the field who really represents what GIA is. And it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's, been in the company for a lot of years. It could very well be somebody really quite new. And it just gives you the sense of what's going on and keeps you abreast of what's about to happen for that month. So it's a very exciting time, and it's generally a call where you hear the voices of our CEOs. And so I highly recommend you put these two things in this category, these two calls, into your alerts on your phone, so that you don't miss them. And the next calls that we have are the GEO wake up calls. And right now they happen Monday and Fridays. The Monday morning call, as you can see there, they're 7:45 Pacific time, and Sue Johnson is generally hosting those calls, either Susan Kibbe, sometimes someone else. And there's an inspirational quote that's usually read, and it's really great kickoff of a week. And sometimes you get the opportunity to hear from our key co-CEOs, Linda Cormier-Hanser and Alfred Hanser. And what that means is that they're bringing to us at the start of a week, maybe some business tips or where GIA is in the business world. There's just so many different opportunities to be enlightened with these calls. And on the Friday call, it's an open call to really connect with the people who are out in the field telling us what's happening and what kind of results that people are getting. There, you may hear some testimonials. You may hear about events that are about to happen in your neighborhood or someone in a neighborhood where you know someone. It's just a super great way to stay connected in each week. And I will tell you this story quickly, is that when I first came on board, I didn't know about the calls, and I had been doing my business, and I get a call, you know, some months down the road, and I get a call from Ming Lovejoy, and she goes, "Hey, Sue, what are you doing?" And this was like really early in the morning. I said, "Well, I'm having my coffee." She goes, "Oh, do you have time to hop on a call with me?" And I said, "Sure." And she patched me into the wake-up call, and I would say this is really a great thing to do. You can do this with your new consultants, is patch them in and bring them on the call with you. I will tell you, I was stunned by just feeling like I was embraced by all these incredible voices on the call. And that was well over 10 years ago, and I've rarely missed a call since. It really made a huge difference in how I was able to do my business. It started my week off, and it just was great. So thank you, Ming, for introducing me to the GEO Wake Up Call. So I recommend that you do this and put it in your phone as an alert, so that, you know, you, at least if it's convenient for you, you won't forget to dial in. So those are the two excellent calls that we shouldn't miss. And so Ming, I'm going to let you go to the next, unless somebody has. John, do you have anything you want to say about the wake up calls, or?
No, I think you did a great job.
All right.
Thank you, Sue. So one of the things that people often ask is like, oh my gosh, they're excited, they're wide-eyed, and they're like, how do I learn about all this? And you know what, I'm going to encourage them to spend some time on our brand new, absolutely beautiful GEO Wellness website, because there are all kinds of resources. But I'm going to say, if you want a fun way to learn, to really learn about everything GEO, I'm going to encourage you to actually go to your phone. And what I do is I actually help them download the SoundCloud app. And the SoundCloud app looks like this. Okay, it's that one right there. It's the little orange tile with the white cloud. So you go to the App Store, download it. What I'm going to say is this is one way you can literally listen to scores of recorded calls, recorded trainings on everything from product to business to inspiration to GEO's give back to the community programs, GEO Wellness products and athletes, that there are so many valuable calls with Alfred and Linda, our co-CEOs, with health professionals, doctors, gynecologists, Dr. Hoppy, incredible calls, also with interviewing people in the field. So this is really an incredible resource. And what's so easy is you literally can listen to these SoundCloud recordings while you're driving, while you're cooking dinner, while you're taking a bath, or if you want to dedicate some time, as I did. I'll usually let people know that when I came on board, I actually got up about an hour and a half early every day for 2 weeks and saturated myself with this information, because I really wanted to know some of the languaging. I wanted to know what these products did. I wanted to know what this company was about. There are calls about network marketing on there, about the business model and our distribution distribution methods. So absolutely great stuff. The other way to access is just go to soundcloud.com/Gia-wellness. And then you can listen on your computer. Now on your phone, if you're going to listen, you are going to download that SoundCloud app. You're going to click on it and you're going to go to search for Gia-wellness, and it will have a ton of resources available to you. So basically the recordings educate, they encourage, and they enlighten you on really every facet and aspect of Gia. With that, I just want to say I love Gia's SoundCloud, and I really want to see it utilized more because it's an incredible resource. What is represented by those calls is, I just want to say, hundreds and hundreds of hours of effort, preparation, planning and execution and delivery that's completely designed for you. So that's on SoundCloud. Anybody want to comment on that or any questions before we?
Yeah, I'd like to say something about SoundCloud and how we can use it. Is that it's great for us to listen to the recordings for sure, and it's also good for us to send. Like when someone has a question, if you've listened to some of the calls, then you'll know exactly where to go to send a health practitioner call to someone. Or for those of you who have testimonial pages on Facebook, you can actually take a SoundCloud link and post an individual call that the people on your Facebook, your friends on Facebook, might be interested in. So there's a lot of different ways to use this resource, and there's great information for sure. Thanks, Ming.
John, well, thank you. And you know what's beautiful, and I was just going to show, it actually is, so this is just pulling it up. These are just some of the first resources. You actually can share it. So then this comes up and you literally can, of course, you can love it, you can do whatever, but you can also send it. You can share it in a text message, you can share it in an email, you could share it on Facebook. So, and what's beautiful about these is they also come with a great graphic, a title, and a slight explanation of what you'll be learning about. So thank you, John, for mentioning that it's really a great tool, not just for us to educate ourselves when we come on board, but to really use as a promotional tool. It actually is one of the pieces of the puzzle. You use these recordings as one of the pieces of the puzzle when you lead somebody through that process of information that's designed to give them the information that they need to find out if Gia is a good fit for them and how they want to come on board. So thank you. Do you want me to move to the next section, Sue?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So Gia Wellness's co-founder and CEO, Linda Cormier-Hanser, is absolutely one of our greatest treasures. She's an incredible sought-after luminary in the executive coaching and coaching arena in the world. She's a success mentor and speaker, published author and facilitator. And one of the things we want to do is absolutely get you connected to her. So as a member of Gia Wellness, you've got access, first of all, to something very, very key. And that's Linda's Breakthrough series, which is it's literally 24 months of, recordings, little CDs that come to you, plus paperwork that when you put it together in a beautiful binder, are they still sending the binders out? Do we know, John or Sue?
I really don't know, tell you the truth. I don't think so, though. I think
okay. So then what you'll be doing is you'll purchase a beautiful, nice big binder and decorate it or whatever, but you'll be getting every month, if you sign up for this program, the minimum is $100 automatic reorder in order to be eligible for Linda to receive Linda's Breakthrough series. And then for each of 24 months, you're going to get, actually at this point, the USB drive. listen to that. Oh, that's on what you're going to be getting the CDs every month in your automatic reorder and the paperwork that's going to really enable you at a self-paced coaching program that is really designed to help you understand your why, understand many, many things about yourself, and really build, make changes in your life and in your business and really realize your dreams. So it's an incredible program. So the key thing is that what's minimum for that is $100 automatic reorder in order to do that, or you can actually purchase the Breakthrough Living series. So that's something you can talk to consultant support about as well. So what you also want to do is sign up for Linda's personal development blog, and that's at www.lindacormier.com. You're going to want to, or I'm going to want to help you if I'm working with you over the phone, follow Linda Cormier Hanser on Twitter. So that is all you need to do is you plug in the @Linda Cormier, and you can follow her on Twitter. And also to receive Linda's inspirational posts as text messages. And these are amazing. They're whimsical, they're witty, they're profound, they're meditative. They are incredible daily, or not daily, but when she comes out with them, they're absolutely gems and treasures. Is you text in the subject line 40404, and then just like you did before, to connect to Gia Wellness notifications, in the message field, follow space Linda Cormier. And these are, like, as I said, a true treasure. And the last thing here is follow and like Linda's Facebook pages. So there is, now let's see, the facebook.com Linda Cormier, and what's interesting, linda.cormier12 and Linda Cormier page. I think I had already been connected to her, so you want to make sure to go ahead with your new person, or that your new person actually goes there and then follows and likes Linda. And then let them know too that what this is going to do is actually give them access to the regular feed, Linda's regular feeds. She does Facebook Lives, which are incredible value, training tips. She'll put things together, programs, and she may actually give some training on a current promotion that's going on. She may even make a special announcement. So super, super great opportunities there. So John and Sue, anything else?
I have nothing more to say about that section at all, and that really winds it up. And really, it's a fantastic document that can really help launch somebody into really being engaged with Gia and really create some excitement in their business life. John?
I was just curious if there might be a question, Sue, out there, some just burning question, anybody, or comment? No? Good. We did a good job. I guess the thing to say is that this form is available on the Gia Wellness Lifestyle Facebook page, and it's also available in the Gia University. And when you search for it, you want to search for, in the Gia University, it's what to do first. That's what you'll search for to find it. I don't know if Getting Started does it, but I know what to do first is really where to go first. So what I'm hoping, and you guys did a great job. Kezzy?
Yes, great job, everyone. I would just love to say that the way it's all set up is that things flow, one thing leads to the next. So while it seems, wow, all at once, just getting started with one thing leads to the next thing and the next thing. So that I usually explain, that we're really actually working on several things at once. And I like to tie them and show them how it's all tied together so they can get a little bit of a bigger picture without being overwhelmed right away.
Great.
Thank you, Kezzy, on that. One of the things I like to do is really, sometimes people can't, give 30 to 40 minutes for an orientation. So we could do it in 15-minute chunks, 15 to 20 minutes. That's usually a little bit more, or that might be a little bit more doable for somebody, and say, hey, we can do that in 2 or 3 little bite-sized pieces or something like that. So thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to look at it. And and also realize that we're going to put on 2 of these a month that you can also plug someone into. And our hope is that when someone's new, that they go through the getting started part of what GIA is all about before they come on to the advanced training that we're going to be doing every week on Wednesday night. And so this getting started piece is so important, just the foundation, especially, I mean, I'm just thinking about the bonuses that are out there, to sit down and go over that bonus sheet. I mean, that is going to be spectacular for someone to really give them inspiration to go out and talk to people about GIA. Question? All right. So we're going to be back here next week, same access number, and next week we're going to be talking about building your story, which is crazy good for someone that's brand new, and maybe some of you haven't done that yet, to have your story set so it's easy to talk to people. And I'm hoping that we'll still have time to also talk about knowing your why and why you're doing this. And remember, come on board with us next week, even if you've been around for a while and maybe you've done these things, but I think every single week you're going to learn something new that you can pass on and use in your business. And that's really what this night on Wednesday is all about, is learning business skills so that you can go ahead and build an organization that will create volume, will create great things in the neighborhoods, and also create possibly a second income or even a new career for some of the people in your organization by helping them from a business point of view. Anything you guys want to share before we go? Sue and Ming?
No, just thank everybody for being on. And I think maybe these recordings can also be resources for our new people to use when they bring someone new on.
And I should have this posted by early afternoon tomorrow.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
Good night.